Do you want to come with us on an adventure? We're going to go to Bath. We're going to buy poetry from a street poet. We're going to experience ego death from a wooden mask. And we're going to experience the legacy of the Druids hewn into the living rock of Stonehenge. And on the way, we're going to visit the last nomadic stick salesman in Britain. Are you ready? Let's go. We're on the road to heaven knows and feeling groovy. Those city lights and pretty sights, they're bound to move me. It's just 69 cities. It's just 69 cities. It's just 69 cities till I get home.
69 Cities is a musical van life adventure where we're going to every city in the UK to discover unsigned independent musicians and share them with the world.
Right, good afternoon everybody. Here's the plan. Today is the Bath episode, but it's a little bit difficult because I'm actually in Glastonbury Village. It's Glastonbury Festival happening on somewhere over there. Obviously that's where the real party's at, but I can't get in. What I'm going to do is up on Glastonbury tour, there is the real Glastonbury Festival happening at the same time, so we're going to go check that out. But only for an hour or so, because what's going to happen then is I'm going to come back down, we're going to drive to Bath, film a bit of Bath, because after all this is the Bath episode. I'm going to try and get to Stonehenge and film a bit of Stonehenge. Then I'm going to come and enjoy some more of the real Glastonbury Festival. And I'm going to try and package all that and an open mic into one episode. This is Glastonbury, by the way. Nice little street in Glastonbury. I hope the locals don't hate us too much for parking our vans, because I can imagine that must be a bit of a problem this time of year. Right, so I've only been in Glastonbury for about 20 minutes and I'm already looking after a gentleman's wand store. While he goes and gets his coffee. I love this place. It's a hard day to be climbing a mountain to a tour, but I don't care, I'm gonna go visit the door.
On the left hand side, the Chalice Spring, or the Red Spring, is the red coloured water flowing down from the Chalice Well on Chalice Hill. Archaeology suggests this well has been used by humans constantly for over 2,000 years. It doesn't run dry, even in times of drought. It's red because it has a high iron content. On the other side is the White Spring, high in calcium content, and this is the one that I'm drinking from. A Victorian well house has been turned into a temple to the White Springs somewhere in Glastonbury, but I missed this on my visit. Both springs are said to have healing properties. Also lovely if you're thirsty on a sunny day.
I don't know if this is the real Glastonbury Festival. That's beautiful, man. Can you tell me about the mask, what it represents? Like?
So this is my mate's Toby's mask, and he's asked people to handle it today.
Okay.
This is a sacred object, and the mask kills the ego.
Yeah.
At you.
That's so cool, man. What does the cowbell represent?
Makes a nice sound.
Can I touch the mask then, if that's part of the...
Yeah.
It's nice to meet you, mask. I hope you have a good egoless festival.
Glastonbury Tour is topped by the roofless St Michael's Tower, a Grade 1 listed building from the 14th century, built to replace the original wooden church which was destroyed by an earthquake in 1275. The tour is mentioned in Celtic mythology, particularly in myths linked to King Arthur, and the Glastonbury Tour has been postulated as one of the possible locations of the Holy Grail. Archaeologists have tried to unearth some background to the monument and the church, but many aspects of them remain a mystery still to this day. With the 19th century resurgence of interest in Celtic mythology, the tour became associated with Gwynapne, the first lord of the other worlds, Anwin, and later the king of the fairies.
There it is, the famous Glastonbury Tour.
The tour came to be represented as the entrance to Avalon, the land of the fairies. The tour is supposedly a gateway to the land of the dead. Cool. The craziest story to me is that Jesus is said to have travelled to Glastonbury as a boy with Joseph of Arimathea, apparently in search of tin. This is the legend that inspired the poet William Blake to write Jerusalem.
So that is Wells Church.
If you photograph it, your camera will probably bring it in.
And that's Wells Cathedral.
Yeah.
We saw it in the previous episode. Right, so from this side of the tour, over here, you can see Glastonbury Festival. It's all happening right there.
Also, a random lady told me there was a dragon living inside the hill. I can't find a reference to that anywhere online, but I liked it, so I'm going to include it.
Oh, Glastonbury, I wish I was there. Maybe next year. Let's formulate a plan.
Maybe they think we're going to feed them.
By the time I'd reached the top of the tour, I was extremely tired and dehydrated, so I figured, what's the harm in having a little nap?
White Misty Rabbits. White Misty Rabbits. White Misty Rabbits. She went to the tour and she lost her mind. She paced up and down and she smoked a pipe. She toured the tour. Oh, what she saw when she toured the tour, and then there was more when she toured the tour. Oh, up on the tour the music was loud, down on the tour there wasn't a cloud. Up on the tour the wind whipped around, down on the tour there wasn't a sound. When she toured the tour, she toured the tour. Down at Chalice Wells she met Paul. He shared knowledge of the land, spreading peace and love to all. He toured the tour. Oh, what he saw when he toured the tour, and then there was more when he toured the tour. Oh, up on the tour the music was loud, down on the tour there wasn't a cloud. Up on the tour the wind whipped around, down on the tour there wasn't a sound. When he toured the tour, he toured the tour. The road was closing in and they'd lost their way. Wrapped up in the moment which path to take, they toured the tour. Oh, what they saw when they toured the tour, and then there was more when they toured the tour. Oh, up on the tour the music was loud, down on the tour there wasn't a cloud. Up on the tour the wind whipped around, down on the tour there wasn't a sound. When they toured the tour, the rabbits saw white misty rabbits. White misty rabbits. White misty rabbits. Woohoo! We rock!
I decided to make a swift exit from the tour, the Fairy Kingdom and any other White Misty Rabbits in the area, in favour of the cosmopolitan bustle of the city of Bath. However, on my way down the hill, I was reminded of the etymology of the word Tor, which means barren hill made of rock. Back in the day, Glastonbury Tor was an island, which would transform to a peninsula at low tide. Some people believe the Tor is based on something called ley lines, lines of spiritual energy that connect significant places of worship.
This is my favourite lay-by.
St Michael's Line runs from St Michael's Mount in Cornwall, through the Tor, the Aysbury Stone Circle, all the way to the Great Abbey of Bury St Edmunds. A quick pause for a special 69 Cities announcement. Over the time that we've not been publishing, I've applied for an Arts Council England National Lottery project grant to film and edit the remaining 39 episodes of 69 Cities. And we got it. Which means from now on 69 Cities is going to be my job, and hopefully within the next 3 years we will have the full series out. There's a few episodes that we already made before we got the grant funding that are going to come out first, and as the Arts Council money kicks in, you're going to notice a considerable upgrade in the quality of these episodes. So thank you so much to Arts Council England and the National Lottery. We're back on the road.
So this is the first time I've tried this. I'm parked up here in Bath in a lovely residential area, and I've got my bicycle out, and we're going to try and cycle into the centre of Bath and see how that works out, because there's a clean air zone here and I don't want to pay another £9 after last night, so see if bicycle really does work in this weather. Right, I've just arrived in the sea, got my banana, And check this out. How beautiful is this? We've got all these beautiful factory buildings, this gorgeous canal path. I don't know where to go first. I know there's a lot of beautiful buildings in the city, but I quite want to explore this. If only I hadn't left myself no time. So I'm here in Bath city centre. It's a bit average right now, but I know there's better bits because I saw them yesterday. Oh wow, this is wonderful. Don't know how much of that you can see, but there's butterflies on. Bought a poem called Dance from this beautiful poetry store. This gentleman's writing amazing poetry, and I'm very excited. I'll read this to you in the van later. So I wanted to visit these Roman baths, but the queue is so long and I want to go to Stonehenge before it shuts, so I think it's maybe time for me to boot a scooch. I mean, I've got something nice from Bath. I've got this beautiful poem. I don't know what's down the corridor. Let's check it out. So this is the corridor. These beautiful little streets. Off in either direction. So I found this cool hippie shop. Please ignore how red and sweaty I look right now. And I got these lovely trousers, which I actually saw in Glastonbury, the exact same print, and I wanted them, but they were super expensive. Here, they're £10 cheaper. So I'm going to go for that. What a lovely shop.
Bath is the biggest city in Somerset and known for its amazing Roman spas, still in existence today. Its appearance is dominated by its incredible Georgian architecture, made in the splendid Bath stone. In March of 2012, just 150 metres from the Roman baths, a hoard of 30,000 silver coins were found in an archaeological dig. I wonder what musical treasures we'll be finding in Bath today.
Let's take some photographs of this area. It's just so beautiful. This is where I arrived last night to do the open mic. And oh my god. Forest of Imagination, I think. No, it's very interesting. It's made of like wood and steel. Or wood and aluminium, probably aluminium actually. This is where I parked last night, up there on the end. I just love this street so much, I had to show you it. It's so pretty. I don't want to get distracted by something else, but wow. What on earth? Fella down there called this the circus. Wow, that's picturesque. And these oak trees must be hundreds of years old. They're giant. It's got people chilling and playing underneath them, as it should be. I am dying so badly. I'm so sunburnt. I'm so tired. Cycling back here in the burning hot was a bad idea, but I had to do it if I was going to get to Stonehenge. We should have time if the website didn't lie about the opening times. Come on, English Heritage or whoever it is, don't do us wrong. Right, so we are actually at Stonehenge. I got to the English Heritage site and there's this guy at the gate turning people back. It's closed from 5 PM. So if you want to get the proper experience and you want to get the proper ticket experience, go right up to the stones. You've got to pay the money and you've got to get there before 5 PM. Google is wrong. It seems to be causing them a lot of problems. But what we can do is get right up close to the stones here and be in this sacred space that is meant to be so special. So let's give it a go. So there it is, Stonehenge.
Stonehenge dates back to 3100 BC, and its origins and purposes are surrounded in much mystery. It exists on an ancient right-of-way, which means although we can't access the stones without paying, we can get close enough to them to see them and feel a connection to our ancient history.
Folks have just explained to me that up in this direction, this is the path that takes the visitors who pay from English Heritage £26 to £40 to get to the Stonehenge. This is the road that takes them there. But we've got a public right of way that goes all the way down here, and apparently that gets us almost equally close. So let's go the freeway. If it's free, I'll take it.
Stonehenge existed in many versions over its lifetime. The first one 5,000 years ago being a large earthwork with a ditch and a bank and a circle of pits called the Aubrey Holes. Around 2150 BC, 82 blue stones were transported from the Preseli Mountains in southwest Wales, nearly 240 miles away. These 4-ton stones would have been transported on rollers, loaded onto rafts and floated down by river. Powered simply by human hand, this is an insane feat. They were built into an amazing structure that aligns with a midsummer sunrise.
So this is literally the difference between £40 and free. £40, free. So there it is, Stonehenge. It's actually remarkably close, like it's a few paces. The English Heritage Path takes you right up to it, but there you are.
In 2000 BC came the sarsen stones, transported from the Marlborough Downs near Avebury, about 20 miles north of Stonehenge. These couldn't be transported by water, and the biggest stone weighing over 50 tons, it would have taken 500 men to pull it with leather straps and a further 100 men to lay the rollers in front of it. The structure became even more huge with an outer ring of stones with a continuous lintel running around. Finally, in 1500 BC, the blue stones were rearranged into the horseshoe and circle we know today. Some of the stones have been removed or broken up, some only remain as stumps below the ground level. The henge, though, still blows me away as a feat of ancient wisdom and perseverance.
This is a really, really old mile marker. LXXX miles from London, 2 from Amesbury.
This stone is called the heel stone. It's 36 tons and made of unshaped sarsen and has a little ditch around it. We don't really know what it's there for. The highlight of my visit was meeting Chris, the travelling stick salesman.
It's pretty, isn't it?
Incredible, yeah. Amazing caravan.
Aren't you pretty?
Chris has been living on the road for over 30 years and has lived a truly amazing life, a nicer man you'd struggle to meet.
And you make these sticks, don't you, Richard? What's the story behind the sticks?
That's the old wedding stick peddler in England.
Oh, okay.
Not taking a benefit from anybody living on the road full time.
I love that. That's amazing.
Anyway, somebody checked it out.
Chris's life on the road has brought him to many amazing places, including the original Glastonbury Festival. He makes, sells and barters walking sticks that he makes from fallen branches he finds on the ground, and the money from this pays for his fuel. He told me about his pagan religion and showed me the pictures of his 7 wives hung in his caravan. For the most part, he says they're still on good terms, and he pops back for dinner with them every now and again. Sadly, the police are now hassling Chris for the trade he's been doing for so many years. I bought this fish pendant for him. If you'd like to hear more about his life, I've found some fab interviews which I'll link in the video description if you want to know more about him. If you see him about, grab yourself a stick.
Well, we're out of services at goodness knows where. Now we're going to go to the top of Glastonbury Tour, see the real Glastonbury Festival. I've burnt myself out a little bit, I think, but I do this every time. But I've done the dumb thing again of giving myself a day to do each city. A day just isn't enough to get a good episode down, I don't think. I think we need more than a day. But then I keep creating these hour-long episodes, which I think are too long, so I regret not spending more time in Bath. I'd really quite like to see that Roman place at night. The queue was so long. The van is so messy. Gonna have to have a tidy up soon.
Before we head back to the real Glastonbury Festival, we're going to backtrack to our open mic at Bath's Assembly Inn. Hosted by the incredible Lawrie Duckworth, Lawrie is one of those rare and wonderful musicians who brings a beautiful spirit and energy to everything he does. All of the raw footage from this night is linked in the video description for you to dive deeper, or for the artists to rip and use for their own purposes. I've chosen to include his incredible song about the Victorian explorer Captain Cook.
This is a story about the life and death of Captain James Cook. Anyone here have an interest in 18th century history or know anything about that? Well, that's alright, because this song has a lot of information in it. There'll be a Q&A session at the end. The only main point is that it's foreshadowing his death in the Sandwich Islands, which we know now, of course, as Hawaii. Well, 250 odds long years ago, in an island archipelago, in the season, oh no, the natives thought that God returned. Just James Cook, after 10 long years at sea, he started eating walrus meat. His brain was in decline as he accidentally acted out each ritual lie. But all that we know, and all we need to know for now, is that old Captain Cook, well, he's gonna meet his end somehow. So Captain Cook, don't go to Hawaii. Captain Cook, you're not the god, no, no. Captain Cook, don't go to Hawaii. Oh, Captain Cook, don't go to Hawaii. Don't you know you're now a mad old sailor? Captain Cook, don't go to Hawaii. But it hadn't always been this way for our wily old explorer. No, he'd searched for northern passages, he found the Australis Aurora. He disproved the southern continent, he saw the siege of Quebec. He mapped the transit of Venus with a thing called the Celestial Sextant. Indeed, he was a master cartographer. He mapped half the world with his marine chronometer. Kept his ships free from scurvy, was famous worldwide. But old Captain Cook, well, he was in for a surprise. So Captain Cook, don't go to Hawaii. Captain Cook, you're not the god, no, no. Captain Cook, don't go to Hawaii. Alright, who are the girls? Here we go. Oh my god, that's glorious. Come on. These are the boys. Oh yeah. We got some semi-pro yodelers here, I can tell. Alright, we're gonna do another one. Let's do it again. one of a kind old man. He wasn't like David Attenborough. He was Captain Cook. He was a colonizer. It's alright. He had to die. He'd be too old to be alive. That would be terrifying. When the good ship is a new ship, so say that they return to no, his army were unwelcome as they learned. You see, the festival had ended. These men were not divine. They gave the hula girls the clap they gave our chiefs for petty crimes. But as the beach erupted, the cries for splintered ore, the king was led towards the sea, which barely rolled ashore. Well, even with the muskets, even with the cannons of his crew, the captain's bones were boiled and his heart was eaten too. So Captain Cook, don't go to Hawaii. Captain Cook, you're not the god alone. No, Captain Cook, don't go to Hawaii. Oh, Captain Cook, don't go to Hawaii. Don't you know it's not a bit like Tahiti? Captain Cook, don't go to Hawaii.
Next up, Jonathan Roloffs performed this awesome rocker, which I believe was written by him. Now came my chance to show the assembly what I'm about. I played a bit of original music, but I knew the bar needed to hear some bangers, so I fell back on my Mr. Brightside medley.
find your alibis, but it's just the price I pay. Destiny is calling me under my eager eyes, 'cause I miss the bright side. Beautiful. Hesitate no more, this cannot be. I'm sure there's no need to complicate. Our time is short, this is our fate. I'm yours. Oh, look, be mine to see like me. Oh, look at points and never free. Oh, look at how you'll find love, 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 love. Listen to the music of the moment, baby, sing it. Singing out to love, 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 love. When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. I hear my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, oh let it be. Speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, oh let it be. Speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Will you change your mind like a girl changes clothes? And you, PMS, quite understandably, I should know. Well, you always think, always speak cryptically, and I should know you're not the one for me. Because you're hot and you're cold, you're yes and you're no, you're in and you're out, you're up and you're down, you're wrong when it's white, you're black when it's white, you kiss, you wake up, you fight, we make up. No woman, no cry. So hard, love, all you wanted was to break your walls. All you ever did was break me. You came like a wrecking ball. Never hit so hard, love, all I wanted was to break your walls. All you ever did was break me. Break me. Don't let them in, don't let them see. Be the good girl you always have to be. Conceal, don't feel, don't let them know. Well, now they know. Let it go, let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Let it go, let it go. Turn away, slam the door. Well, I don't care what they're going to say. Let the storm rage on. The cold never bothered me anyway. Right, thank you very much. That's my mashup of random vocal pop songs in the last 10 years. Thank you very much.
We didn't just get our first comedian of 69 Cities in Bath, we got two for the price of one. Firstly, here's the cheeky storytelling of Max Ponsonby.
Okay. I was doing a charity walk for kids with heart conditions, and I am a kid with a heart condition. So I was going for a walk to raise money for myself, essentially. Okay? That's That's why I said don't suck my dick. Also, I didn't drink first, you know? It's just rude to just do it all of a sudden. So I go into a bush, right? I wasn't worried about the smell. For a start, you're outdoors. When you're outside, it's a God-given right to fart anyway. That's what outside was invented for. You know? As someone who's worked in an office full of women, I was the only guy who worked in an office full of women. I tell you, there's nothing more deeply unsatisfactory than having to unrelease a fart, you know? You feel it there, you feel it down there, but you go, I'm sorry little one, not today, you know? And then just suck it back in. And you do that from 9 to 5 every day, 5 days a week. That's bad for you. I'm pretty sure that's bad for you. You know? Do you know what happens if you don't let it out? You breathe it out. It goes back through your body and you breathe it out. That's why your breath smells so bad when you wake up in the morning. That's a fact. But I've gone into a bush, I pulled down my trousers, out of the eyesight of anyone on the walk, just in case you're worried. Which is actually a pleasant rarity for me, believe it or not, but no. And it occurs to me in this moment, as I'm choosing a leaf to try and check my bumhole with, is that at school, when they taught you so fucking much about leaves in GCSE science, you know? Nothing riled me more growing up in school, thinking like, you're teaching me the photosynthesis process of 3 different species of fucking leaves, but I don't have a fucking clue how to fill out a tax form. This is shit, you know? This is an education system meant to keep the working classes down, you know? And I was getting so caught up in the Marxism of the whole GCSE process. It occurred to me I hadn't paid attention to the leaf shit either, because I had no idea what to wipe my bum with, you know? I knew that dock leaves are good for soothing you. I'm really letting the moment savour. I ended up wiping my ass with stinging nettles, that's what happens, okay? They didn't seem that stingy of a nettle when I picked them up. It was only when I got right in there that I realised. And it was just sweat anyway. The farts were safe. And I'd gone through a lot of effort for nothing. And then I've joined the rest of the charity walk and just limped all the way to the finish line. Anyway, my name's Max. Thank you. Thank you very much. What a pathetic fucking round of applause. That's an absolute display of sympathy if I ever saw it. And I want to say, in some mathematical, statistical improbability that I do become famous at doing this bollocks one day, you all have the right to go to the Sun or the Daily Mail and say, I remember 15 years ago when I watched him absolutely bomb at a pub. I'll tell you what, he did such a abysmally abominable job. Sorry, just keep on walking, get the fuck out of it, just run. Sorry. Don't applaud that! Such a fucker. Shut up. I just spent 7 minutes talking about farting, for God's sake. None of this is highbrow humour. Just stop it. Stop it.
We're nurses.
Oh, no way. Don't. I grew up in hospital, so let's not get me started on my...
Also, farmer's daughter, nettles aren't good.
Oh, yeah, okay, that would make sense. That would make a lot of sense. I grew up in hospital, so don't get me started on my weird relationship with nurses.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've met people like you. We know you.
Sorry, hey, I know you, okay? I know you. Support the NHS, everybody. That's the central fucking message here. Anyway, yeah, my name's Max. Actually from, I tell everyone I'm from Birmingham, right? It's got to the point now where you can go anywhere in the world and you'll find a person from Bromsgrove saying they're from fucking Birmingham, you know? Because it makes us feel cool, you know? It's a very middle-class, white Tory town, you know? But ever since that TV show about those guys with the pointy hats, everybody loves to say we're from Birmingham because now we feel cool, you know? It's like English people calling themselves British, so they don't have to feel any of that colonial guilt. You know, it's the exact same type of vibe. That's what Birmingham is, the people from Bromsgrove. And, you know, I work there currently. I planned when I went to university on actually never ever coming back. But trying to live in Bath throughout COVID wasn't healthy. You know, living in Bath at the best of times isn't healthy. Living by yourself in a flat for like 6 months going stir-fry crazy and bankrupt at the same time, you know? So I had to move back home, and I live in Bromsgrove now, and I work in Home Bargains. Yeah, let's not give a whoop for that. It not only is it low income, unskilled labour, minimum wage job in a supermarket, but it's not even a fucking good supermarket. One of the shit ones. We're not Lidl or Aldi, we're not even Tesco or Asda, we're home shitting bargains, you know? On a day where I saw a mate of mine win the BBC New Comedian competition last year, get £10,000. On the same day I saw him do that, I had to clean piss off of aisle 3. Because a toddler had an accident looking at the fucking Lego. Apparently, he walked round the corner and saw a big Lego T-Rex and it scared the piss out of him so much that I had to clean it up. Dan Tiernan got £10,000 fucking pounds, sorry. And if you've ever been in Home Bargains in your life, I beg of you, sweet Jesus, I'm begging of you, never go, oh, I only came in for one thing. Yeah. Piss off, Susan, I don't care how many things you came in for. Do you know how many fucking times I hear this every day? Oh, I only came in for one thing. What do you want me to say to that? Pull another one out of my arse. Here's one more, love. So yeah, there you go. That's all I have to say. My name's Max Ponsonby. I work for Home Bargains. I'm from Bromsgrove. If there is a slim chance that I become famous doing this one day, you get to tell your friends about this moment, you know. And if not, then just quietly forget that it ever happened. And then when you see my name in the really controversial headlines, then you can go, oh, I always got that vibe from him, you know? But you didn't get that vibe, you got a nice vibe from me, and you completely didn't expect me to do that horrible thing. But that's okay. And if I can leave you with anything, I'll leave you with this. If you need to use leaves to wipe your arse, find a good duck leaf. Yeah, I've been Max Ponsonby. Cheers, guys. Do your pip.
Next up, Matt Alford brought us a different flavour of jokery with this great set.
Keep that applause going. Welcome to the stage, the other comedian, Matthew Alford.
Because it's always a great idea after a good fucking set to bring on another random twat at an open mic. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, thought so. Look, I don't have to stay very long. Let me begin by saying that I'm an extremist. So that should capture your attention. I'm an extremist. Damn lucky for you, I wasn't born in the Middle East, as I've become a terrorist. Fortunately, I live in Bath, so I vote for the Liberal Democrats. The doctors did say when I was a child that I was on the spectrum, but that was fucking bollocks because I was on the Commodore 64. It was a far more superior video game system. The other thing that happened to me this last week was I left sperm donation too late. Do you know how old you have to be to donate sperm?
I'll take your sperm.
Up to 42.
45. 45. I was quite annoyed about that. I'd like to have donated sperm because it takes the guilt out of a wank, doesn't it? It's quite annoying not being allowed to donate sperm. Maybe I can sneak it in my blood. Can I do that? Am I allowed to? When I donate blood, can I just go, fucking have some of that?
physics of that might be quite complicated.
The physics of that would be complicated. Just fucking smear it on the edge of the bag. I'm from Bath. I don't know if you know from Bath. I like living here. It's nice. It's all right. Until recently, there were no fucking stabbings. There's been a stabbing recently, and it's completely ruined my opening joke that I usually do. Hey everyone, there are no stabbings in Bath because anytime anyone draws a knife on you in Bath, all you need to do is pull out a fork and a spoon and sit down and have a delightful meal. Fucking good joke in 2021. This isn't a fucking midlife crisis, okay?
Sounds like it.
It's not, because it's been going on for too long! Been doing this since I was 30. And if you think that I'll be miserable on politics, let me just clarify that I do see a better country, I see a more prosperous country, and I see a more peaceful country. And I see us invading that country and stealing all of its fuel, so we're going to be fine.
Ladies and gentlemen, the comedian Matthew Alford. Another dynamic journey, isn't it?
My absolute highlight of the night was jamming with Lawrie with the support of this lovely, energetic crowd. I felt like we really brought the thunder with these covers.
It's just a jump to the left. Step to the right. Put your hands on your hips. And then your knees in time. As you feel their clothes. They're ready to dance you insane. Let's do the time over again. Well, let's do the time over again. Down there, like a river. And it's feeling better. Never know. And it gets higher better as it goes. Well, ooh, I love you, my oh my. River deep, mountain high, yeah. Till I lost you when I cried. Oh, how I love you, baby, 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 baby. I love you, baby, like a flower loves the spring. I love you, baby, like a robin loves to sing. I love you, baby, like a schoolboy loves his crush. I love you, baby, river deep, mountain high. Yeah, 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 yeah. Do I love you, my oh my? River deep, mountain high, yeah. If I lost you, would I cry? Oh, I love you, baby, 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 baby. Ladies and gentlemen, Sam Harrison.
The next move is to direct tour services and get a shower.
These things take forever and are special and slow. But I realize that I need you.
Finally, I made it back to the tour and the real Glastonbury Festival. Sadly, I don't know the names of the brilliant musicians that I filmed here.
Just to make me alone. And I thought it was strange. You said everything changed. You said you just woke up. And you said this is the first day of my life. I'm glad I didn't die before I met you. I don't know where I am, I don't know where I've been, but I know where I want to go. So I thought I'd let you know. These things take forever, and I especially am slow. But I realized that I need you, and I wondered if I could come home. So if you wanna be with me, with these things there's no telling, you just have to wait and see. But I'd rather be working for a paycheck than waiting to win the lottery.
Right, I'm up here at the top of the beautiful Glastonbury tour, watching the sunset. And I think perhaps it's time to finish the episode with a poetry reading from that gentleman earlier who we bought the poem from. So, yeah, Midnight Glastonbury tour poetry reading.
She was born in Scotland because I lived.
Just dance in this place if you want to feel free. The electric in the air is flowing through your hair. The tempo and the beat is real tweaked to make the love flow through your soul. Let the rhythm do the thrilling and just let yourself go. To move to the rhythm and the style of the beat because a vibe is alive for the people. To put on a really good show. And when you see them in the darkness you can see them glow. I could have showed you this at just one glance. So give a little giggle, a wiggle, a jiggle, and just enjoy your dance.
Excuse me.
There you are. £3 poem. It's a good memory. A huge thank you to our GoFundMe backers and Patreons who made this series happen.